watch for those episodes coming out here in our new and revamped podcast system. But
Yes.
Renae, tell us about your trip to Loveland.
My goodness, what an exciting time. Loveland, man, that's the one place I told Josh I could move there in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Totally love out west. So we went in August as kind of a pre-tour as our family, but then went back what 3 weeks ago, and oh
Yeah, in
my goodness,
October.
beautiful, beautiful area. The Embassy Suites. First of all, let me tell you, if you came last year, great fun with everybody, but we were close-knit family. We said, Nick and I, we did a podcast and Nick said, we can run wheelchair races down that hallway. So we're going to have tons of room. The hotel has been so accommodating, is so excited to have us. We're pretty much taking over that hotel for the whole week. It's super exciting. Loveland area is, like Nick said, a little north. The elevation is a little lower though. It's kind of funny. But it is beautiful there. Surrounded by mountains. I'm amazed at the ride from Denver to Loveland. It was an absolutely beautiful trip. It was supposed to be like 45 minutes, but it was absolutely gorgeous. And I felt like I was only in the car like 15 to 20 minutes. So such a beautiful trip. You will not regret showing up to Loveland. It is a place like no other. And the city is so excited to have us coming in July of next year. In fact, I met just random, those little flyers you pick up, like this is the flyer book he gave me. And he said, I can put whatever in there you want. But picked up one of these little flyers when we were there in August, and Visit Loveland was one of the booklets. Looked in there, did some, sent an email or two. This amazing man, his name's Casey Stein. He called me like within probably 2 days of him having the email. Probably wasn't even that long. Probably was me taking longer to check my email. But he reached out to me and said, oh my goodness, we're so excited to have you. Uh, what can I do for you? I'm like, okay, well, normally you don't have somebody say they'll do that and then do what Casey has done for us. So, I told him I was planning on making a recon trip out there since we weren't having a host family. He wanted to know all about Soft, all about our families, how he can make it accommodating. And he spent from that moment, which was probably 4 weeks before my visit, taking time to find out what was accessible for our families, restaurants that were accessible. The hotel has come up with restaurants that are it's probably 2 pages worth of restaurants that are less than 2 miles away from the hotel. It's insane. And right next door, so here's the embassy, right next door, Bass Pro Shop that will be open
Okay.
in January of 2026. So we may lose a lot of our men there, especially mine, to the Bass Pro, but they want to make an investment into our organization too. Casey's already talked to some leaders with the Bass Pro, and maybe some gift cards, maybe some things that'll be funded. Just seems to be a lot of fun. So that's the hotel in a nutshell. So what other? Should we go
Oh,
questions from
well,
here?
yeah, let me so you sent me 100 and some odd pictures, by the way. And yeah, we're gonna maybe in this interview, depending on my skills, and I've recruited a new, my crack team of videographers. Hal Holiday is learning how to edit videos with me because we're
Yes.
just having at it. We might be
Yes.
cutting to some pictures right now. Boom, there's a
Okay.
picture of the drive out to Colorado. Boom, there's a picture of the parking lot and the picture of Embassy Suites. At the end of this video, if we do it right, you'll see a very bouncy video that Renae and I tried to do a live, and it turned out to be just live for the two of us. So you might see that. We walked the halls, and yes, they were wide hallways, wheelchair races. We could have like 3 wide, 4 wide wheelchair races. Don't get Lizzie started with that idea because
Yeah.
that could turn out.
She'll be all about it.
Um, Plenty of room, good, beautiful breakfast area. Anyway, we'll show that video at the end. For those that don't like bouncy videos, sorry. Renae was just too excited.
Too excited.
No, but let's talk about the picnic location. That looked awesome. We've got
My
some
goodness.
pictures of that. Tell me about that.